Hello, and welcome to the 11th annual Next-Generation Pharmacist Awards Gala. I'm Rob Kill, CEO of Parata Systems. We're a proud co-founder of this program with Pharmacy Times to honor outstanding pharmacists, technicians, and students for their contributions to their patients, their communities, and their industry. It's been an unusual year, and we don't want to pretend COVID-19 hasn't impacted all of us. We may not be gathered in person tonight to honor our finalists and winners, but the spirit of the Next Generation Pharmacist Awards still shines upon the accomplishments of all of our honorees. For this year's celebration of pharmacists, students, technicians, and advocates, we're here to elevate each of you, and we're excited to name the 11th Next Generation Pharmacist chosen from the category winners. I'm joined tonight by Troy Trigstad from Pharmacy Times.
Well, good evening, everyone. Thank you for being here virtually tonight to celebrate the 2020 Next Generation Pharmacist Awards. I'm Troy Trigstad, Editor-in-Chief of Pharmacy Times and a member of the Next Generation Pharmacist Judging Panel. Before we begin the awards ceremony, I'd like to tell you a bit about the judging process. Each year, we gather a group of industry experts to serve on our independent panel of judges. Together, these judges identify our finalists and winners. Our independent panel of judges reads and scores each and every nomination. The 3 highest scoring entries in each category are named finalists, and the top scoring entry is named category winner. A select group of judges then determines the overall Next Generation Pharmacist from among the winners of the pharmacist categories. I'd like to take a moment to recognize our judges, some of who may be joining us tonight. They have spent a great deal of their own time evaluating each nomination. We sincerely thank each and every one of you for your work in this program. I'd also like to thank this year's Next Generation Pharmacist program sponsors. We have 4 category sponsors. Our entrepreneur sponsor, Pharmacy Development Services. PDS has been pushing the industry forward through leadership, innovation, and connection, providing training and coaching to help independent pharmacists grow their business. The future pharmacist sponsor is BD, a medical technology company offering a broad range of medical supplies, devices, and diagnostic products. Our specialty pharmacist sponsor is Walgreens. Founded in 1901 as a single drugstore, Walgreens today is a provider of trusted care in communities across the U.S. and through constant innovation, Walgreens has a history of breaking new ground to meet its customers' need and improve their health. The pharmacy technician category is supported by the National Health Career Association. NHA is passionately committed to developing, advancing, and advocating for frontline healthcare workers, resulting in improved patient care. Since 1989, NHA has awarded more than 750,000 certificates and certifications to healthcare students and professionals. We thank each category sponsor for their continued support. Our gold sponsors are AmeriCorps and the National Community Pharmacists Association. AmeriCorps offers attractive financing options to pharmacies acquiring pharmacy automation technology. The National Community Pharmacists Association, founded in 1898, represents America's community pharmacists, including owners of more than 22,000 pharmacies. We thank all of our sponsors for their generous support of the 2020 Next Generation Pharmacist program.
Thank you, Troy. Also joining me tonight in presenting the awards is John Hydresco, Vice President of Pharmacy and Healthcare Communications at Pharmacy Times. Our first category of the evening is the Patient Care Provider Award.
The Patient Care Provider Award recognizes pharmacists who have established themselves as exemplary patient advocates through a focus on patient care and customer service. Jay Gupta is Director of Pharmacy and Integrative Health at Harbor Care in Nashua, New Hampshire. While at Rite Aid, he's been recognized with the title of My Favorite Pharmacist every year since the award's inception, based on the steady stream of positive patient feedback. His excellent care of patients with substance use disorders is described as going above and beyond to help problem-solve medication questions and help find billing and payment solutions for low-income clients. Jay's vision for the next generation of pharmacists is to be branded as prescription experts and recognized as gatekeepers of safe, proper, and effective use of medications to solve the critical problem of polypharmacy. Dr. Kendra Holmes is Senior Vice President and Chief Operating Officer at Affinia Healthcare in St. Louis, Missouri. Over the years, Kendra's unwavering commitment to providing high-quality patient care for the underserved in St. Louis has been met with impactful outcomes. Her efforts to establish radiology and mammography services in her early days with Grace Hill Health Centers, now Affinia Healthcare, have resulted in significant improvements in breast cancer rates among the population served by the organization. The in-house laboratory she helped establish is now processing over 15,000 samples each month and has saved Affinia Healthcare more than $1 million in lab fees. She envisions pharmacy as a dynamic and innovative profession that helps transform the healthcare system through extensive knowledge and training. Dr. Randy McDonough is co-owner of Towncrest Pharmacies in Iowa City, Iowa, and professor of practice management and innovation at Loma Linda University School of Pharmacy in Southern California. He is committed to advocating the care provided to patients and has done so by developing a clinical documentation system that illustrates how care is linked to improved patient outcomes. In addition, he started a pilot program which allows technicians to provide final verification on new and refilled prescriptions, which has freed pharmacists to focus on drug therapy interventions and spend more time providing patient care. Randy hopes to see pharmacists recognized for their work and integrated into the healthcare team to ensure patients are achieving therapeutic outcomes with safe and effective medications.
This year's patient care provider honorees are Jay Gupta and Kendra Holmes. Congratulations, honorees. The 2020 Patient Care Provider Award goes to Randy McDonough.
To thank the sponsors of this award, both Parata Systems and Pharmacy Times. Also, I would like to thank all the individuals who make these awards possible, from the nominators to the judges. Pharmacists have been and continue to be frontline healthcare workers who put their patients first before their very own welfare. They do not do it for the recognition, nor for the potential gratitude. They do it because it's the right thing to do. Knowing that you are nominated by someone who believes you have made a difference is humbling and appreciated. In fact, being nominated by someone is quite the honor, as that person took the time to put a story together about you that was compelling enough by the judges to make you a top 3 nominee. I would like to recognize the other 2 nominees for the award that I'm receiving tonight, Jay Gupta and Kendra Holmes. Both these individuals are just as deserving of this award. Almost 15 years ago, I left my position as a clinical professor at the University of Iowa College of Pharmacy to prove that clinical pharmacy could exist within community-based practice. With the help of my business partners, Mike Deniger and Kelly Kent, and my engaged staff, we were able to transform our practice from a traditional community pharmacy to a practice focused on patient care and optimization of patient medications. Through our work and practice transformation efforts, we were able to convince a payer to do a pilot study, which resulted in a $300 per member per month savings. This was so compelling that the payer did a 3-year program with 74 community-based pharmacies, paying them for performance on patient care as a separate payment from product. These pharmacies are making a difference and demonstrating positive outcomes as well. We are successful at Towncrest Pharmacy because our practice has been developed to ensure that we make every encounter with each patient count. We make sure each patient is achieving a therapeutic outcome with safe, effective, and affordable medications. We make over 2,000 monthly clinical interventions collectively as a practice and work collaboratively with other providers, which is how we achieve the outcomes that we have attained. Through our work at Towncrest Pharmacy, we have helped to create practice transformation processes that are currently being used to help other pharmacies transform their practices. In particular, the Flip the Pharmacy program funded by the Community Pharmacy Foundation and implemented by CPSN USA is currently impacting over 900 community-based pharmacies nationally as we enter year 2 of that program. Patient care is being impacted, and this is resulting in a new recognition of community pharmacists as key healthcare team members. I'm excited about the future of community-based pharmacy. I love our profession and the impact it has on patient care. I am greatly humbled to be recognized for this award. Thank you.
Congratulations, Randy. Up next, the Civic Leader Award.
The Civic Leader Award recognizes pharmacists who generously donate their time and resources to improve their communities, particularly through initiatives related to pharmacy care. Dr. Dutroche Joko is a clinical pharmacist with CVS Health in Danvers, Massachusetts. As a member of the Danvers Board of Health, he works to issue and implement policies and guidelines to fight the COVID-19 pandemic. Through collaboration with Danvers Cares and the Danvers Police, he successfully provided Narcan to every public school and building and to Danvers residents at no charge to prevent deaths from overdoses. As the chairman of the Danvers Committee for Human Rights and Inclusion, he works to ensure the fundamental right for all residents to feel safe, respected, and included in community life. In addition, Dutroche volunteers at anti-drug curriculum presentations in schools, reaching more than 5,000 students, and has designed the Urgent Care Passport, which compiles pertinent health information for the public to use in case of emergency. He envisions pharmacists having a greater role in prevention, education, treatment, and recovery in the community. Dr. Christina Madison is Associate Professor of Pharmacy Practice at Roseman University of Health Sciences College of Pharmacy in Henderson, Nevada. Christina is also founder and CEO of The Public Health Pharmacist, a public health consulting firm that helps individuals and businesses navigate the current COVID-19 pandemic and beyond. She incorporated LGBTQ course objectives to the pharmacy curriculum to aid in cultural competency as a component of quality patient care. She has also provided medication screenings to the elderly through brown bag medication reviews, participated in Nevada Homeless Alliance events, providing vaccinations to the homeless, and has conducted medication reviews with student pharmacists. After volunteering at the age of 12 at University Medical Center of Southern Nevada, she was inspired to pursue a career that would positively impact her community. Dr. Victoria Reinhartz is Assistant Professor of Pharmacy Practice at LECOM School of Pharmacy in Bradenton, Florida. A core focus for Victoria's practice is to reach the indigent patient population. She has personally gone into the field visiting patients in homeless camps, street corners, and shelters to assess, counsel, interview, review medications, and establish patients with providers or pharmacies that offer free services and resources. After Hurricane Irma devastated the Florida Gulf and left care providers and pharmacies unavailable, Victoria stepped into action and brought pharmacy interns to help residents properly organize, administer, and acquire the medications patients desperately needed. She is inspired by the impact pharmacists have on their communities as a trusted source of information and believes the next generation of pharmacists can impact care by integrating pharmacists into every emergency medical service entity nationwide.
The 2020 Civic Leader honorees are Dutroche Joko and Christina Madison. Congratulations. The Civic Leader Award goes to Victoria Reinhartz.
Wow, what an incredible honor this is. I am just blown away by the phenomenal talent and accomplishments of my fellow nominees and the past winners as well. When I think about civic leadership, I think about the words of other great civic leaders. Mahatma Gandhi told us the best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. And the great Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. once said, life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others? I believe in this, in service-based leadership, and I am in awe of the service that I see from all of you. I am so humbled and empowered to continue advancing our profession forward alongside each of you as we stand together for humanity, science, equality, and of course, through doing for others. Thank you so very, very much.
Congratulations, Victoria. Up next, the Technology Innovator Award.
The Technology Innovator Award celebrates pharmacists who leverage pharmacy technology tools to advance patient care standards, business profitability, or employee productivity. Charles Anderson is in pharmacy informatics at Womack Army Medical Center in Fort Bragg, North Carolina. Charles directly manages, operates, and oversees 39 unique pharmacy systems throughout the hospital and Fort Bragg area of operations. His role requires tackling a massive network of technical systems to operate fluidly and seamlessly across the entire network. When tasked with improving patient throughput with a new will call system to decrease wait times by more than 70%, he was trusted with oversight of the system for the entire organization. Pharmacy was first inspiring and interesting to him because of his passion for science and understanding how things work. His vision for the profession is to improve the efficiency and safety of hospital pharmacy. Dr. Drew Mahalio is founder, president, and COO of Delta Care RX in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Drew's company, Delta Care RX, has transformed the traditional role of a PBM into a completely customizable pharmacy benefit experience that is truly tailored to the customer and partner. Drew and the Delta Care RX software engineer team also created a revolutionary bidirectional interface with a large emergency medical record provider. The implications of this truly bidirectional interface are huge, as countless nursing homes are being saved and patient care is enhanced. He was inspired to enter the pharmacy profession by his parents, who were independent pharmacy owners. He sees a future where pharmacists are recognized in all states as healthcare providers and advancing past the traditional role of drug dispensing and procurement. Dr. Catherine E. Werner is teleprimary care clinical pharmacy specialist at the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs Rocky Mountain Clinical Resource Hub in Glendale, Colorado. In her position as a clinical pharmacy specialist in the telehealth and rural setting, Catherine helped guide the success of transforming the pharmacist's education practice within the Department of Veterans Affairs. Catherine was the primary developer of a web-based education and training certificate program done on a volunteer basis to meet the needs expressed by the field. The initiative included incorporating a variety of different learning modalities, such as publications, tape programs, and cases, all provided on an open-source learning management platform, integrated with systems to document accreditation. She has always been inspired to help others. That inspiration, coupled with her love for science and attention to detail, led her to pursue pharmacy. In the future, she envisions equipping federal pharmacists with the tools to become more involved in patient care and mentoring to support complex medication management for our nation's veterans.
This year's Technology Innovator honorees are Charles Anderson and Catherine Werner. Congratulations. The Technology Innovator 2020 Award goes to Drew Mahalio.
Hey everyone, Drew Mahalio from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania at the Delta Care RX headquarters, humbly accepting the award for Technology Innovator in the 2020 Pharmacy Times and Parata Next-Generation Pharmacist program. I want to thank Michelle Mickus, who nominated me. I never expected this. I want to thank my parents. I'd be nowhere in this life, nor know half of what I do without you. You've taught me everything. I want to thank my team at Delta Care RX, because frankly, I've got the easy job and this award is for them. They service end-of-life care patients in over 42 states today, and they work effortlessly to achieve our mission. I also want to thank my wife and my two identical twin baby girls at home, my golden doodle. They're my rocks, and I wouldn't be able to do what I do without them. So Again, thank you, and congrats to all the other winners tonight. This is just such a great program. Take care.
Congratulations, Drew. The next category is the Health System Pharmacist Award.
The Health System Pharmacist Award honors pharmacists who work in a health system setting, such as a hospital, long-term care facility, home care, or health maintenance organization, and have improved the coordination of care. Dr. David Hager is Director of Clinical Pharmacy Services at University of Wisconsin Health in Madison, Wisconsin. David has practiced as a clinical pharmacist in abdominal transplantation in inpatient and ambulatory settings and advanced in leadership positions. His commitment to advancing the profession has been realized through the development of numerous programs impacting board certification, protocols, and research and training opportunities for pharmacists. He has multiple peer-reviewed publications in transplantation, transitions of care, and pharmacy practice, and serves on multiple advisory boards at the local and national level. He first fell in love with clinical pharmacy at UW Health in the pediatrics unit after seeing how much impact a pharmacist could have, and his vision for pharmacy is to power the profession to ensure high-quality patient outcomes and a greater focus on medication adherence. Dr. Rupal Patel Manaskani is Clinical Associate Professor at Rutgers University, Ernest Mario School of Pharmacy in Piscataway, New Jersey. She has taken the initiative to expand her role as a leader and help hundreds of patients with COVID-19 at Morristown Medical Center over the past few months, demonstrating her focus on transitions of care and managing chronic conditions for her patients. She stepped up without hesitation as her floors began serving patients with COVID-19. She also served as a leader in APHA, earning a fellow designation, and has served on the New Jersey Pharmacists Association Board of Trustees. Rupal will be serving as the chair of the Self-Care Special Interest Group for American Association of Colleges of Pharmacy. She was first introduced to the profession by her father and grandfather and was inspired to help others by their passion to do the same. Dr. Jennifer Tharp is Clinical Pharmacy Specialist of Critical Care and PGY2 Critical Care Residency Director at Johnson City Medical Center in Johnson City, Tennessee. Jennifer arrives early every morning so that she can review all critical care patients and become familiar with their backgrounds and needs before the team makes morning rounds. And she often stays late because her day is so packed with attending codes, making life-saving interventions, and checking back in on her patients. She strives to improve the quality of care by serving on hospital committees such as the ECMO Committee, Sepsis Physician Steering Committee, Critical Care Physician Order Set Committee, Critical Care Committee, and the Residency Advisory Committee. Jennifer won a quality award for demonstrating the negative effects of long-term use of proton pump inhibitors and advocating for alternatives to reduce C. difficile infections. She entered the profession because of the impact pharmacists have on patients, nurses, and medical teams, and she sees the profession consistently growing and evolving in the future.
The Health System Pharmacist 2020 honorees are Rupal Patel Mansakani and Jen Tharp. Congratulations. And the Health System Pharmacist 2020 award goes to David Hager.
Thank you for this award. To be recognized for following your passion and to get to do what you care about deeply is always an honor. 2020 is a strange year to win an award. There are so many people in pharmacy who are already heroes in their organizations and their communities who go unappreciated, and this year is filled with even more of those people. I do have one thought for you and one ask. We should make sure that the pain we go through leads to gain. To not do so, I think, is depressing. Whether it is a difficult patient interaction, a hard residency year, or something much larger, we should work towards making it an opportunity to leave us better. For me, this season is teaching me the importance of appreciation. It's so easy to get caught up in ourselves or the everyday nature of the care our colleagues provide that we miss those who we should be recognizing. Data shows that appreciation can make a difference not only for them, but in our own hearts. I want all pharmacists and pharmacy technicians to feel appreciated for the great lengths in back rooms, in basement pharmacies, in field hospitals, and command centers, day and night, where they put patients first and cared for their communities. So now for the ask. My challenge to all of you is to write one thank you card this week, not only to a person in your life, but to their family, thanking them for their sacrifices, big or small, seen or unseen during this season. Thank you again for this award, and to my family for their sacrifices and their support. On Wisconsin.
Congratulations, David. Our next category is the Rising Star Award.
The Rising Star Award commends pharmacists who have been practicing for fewer than 5 years, but are already defining the future standard of pharmacy practice. Dr. Allison Burns is president and CEO of EMO Health in Boston, Massachusetts. A disabled Navy veteran who was diagnosed with avascular necrosis in the first 3 months of her residency, Allison lost her spot in the residency program, as well as her ability to walk. Unable to stand for a shift at a retail pharmacy, she reinvented her role as a pharmacist by redefining the way pharmacists, providers, and people approach popular health. Allison established her own nonprofit organization to meet the population's health challenges, regardless of socioeconomic status. EMO Health subsequently became the first organization to offer medication therapy management services to underserved homeless and housing insecure patients suffering from substance use disorders and mental illness in resident treatment program facilities in Massachusetts. She was inspired to enter pharmacy after being overprescribed painkillers and seeing fellow veterans overdosing on their medications. In the future, she sees pharmacists promoting safe medication use and increasing access to care nationwide. Major Aubrey Frazier is inpatient pharmacy element chief at Joint Base Elmendorf-Richardson in Anchorage, Alaska. Aubrey led the installation of San Angelo's first permanent drug disposal bin, collecting over 600 pounds annually of expired and potentially dangerous medications from the community. She assisted in the rollout and expansion of a critical program to streamline critical processes. The program has since expanded to 64 Air Force medical treatment facilities across the world, saving nearly 100,000 manpower hours and saving millions in manpower costs. Aubrey's dedication to the field of pharmacy culminated in her selection as the only Air Force pharmacist to receive a prestigious 5-month international deployment. Her vision for pharmacy is to be an integrated member in the healthcare system, ensuring the best patient outcomes while improving patient safety. Dr. Bejoy Paul Maniara is a clinical pharmacy coordinator in infectious diseases and antimicrobial stewardship at Northwell Health, Long Island Jewish Family Stream in Valley Stream, New York. Committed to patient care, Bejoy developed the antimicrobial stewardship and ASP programs from scratch at his hospital. He proposed solutions to improve patient care and drafted potential pharmacist-driven protocols to curb inappropriate antibiotic use. During the COVID-19 pandemic, he created protocols to diagnose and manage the virus within the entire health system. His source of inspiration is his family. And as a pharmacist, he can reciprocate their support through managing their medications, educating them, and reinforcing lifestyle changes. His vision for pharmacy is growth, collaboration, and expansion to maximize outcomes for patients as part of an interdisciplinary team.
And this year's Rising Star honorees are Aubrey Frazier and Bejoy Maniara. Congratulations. The Rising Star Award goes to Allison Burns.
I'd like to thank Parata and Pharmacy Times for this incredible honor. I'd also like to thank my team at EMO Health for allowing me to live out this vision, and my partners at the Massachusetts Department of Public Health for also allowing me to live my dream. Thank you.
Congratulations, Allison. The next category of the evening is the Entrepreneur Award. It has been our pleasure to have PDS as a category sponsor for several years. I'd like to take this moment to introduce Craig Presser, Vice President at Pharmacy Development Services. Thank you, Craig, and PDS for your continued support.
On behalf of everyone at PDS, congratulations to our entrepreneur finalists. The spirit of the entrepreneur continues to drive innovation in pharmacy forward and increase the reach of pharmacists. So PDS is super proud to sponsor this particular category. You know, for over 2 decades, PDS has been an innovator. We've really led the way in working with pharmacies all throughout the country in making sure they're working at the top of their license, improving patient outcomes, and making sure that the patients are more compliant. All the while, really understanding what the operator, you, the pharmacy owner, is going through, and making sure that we're improving margins and increasing profitability along the way. So again, super important category for us here at PDS. And, you know, without further ado, let's just meet our 2020 Entrepreneur of the Year finalists.
The Entrepreneur Award salutes pharmacists who have ownership in a pharmacy and exhibit an entrepreneurial spirit. These pharmacists have driven business growth or helped set the stage for it in the future. Dr. Selma Alamy is co-owner and manager of Mustang Drug in Mustang, Oklahoma. Selma recognized her patient base lacked access to tailored products, so she focused on compounding medications and high-quality supplementation, including hormone replacement, pediatric formulations, veterinarian compounds, and more. She has created consultation packages that reveal the need for compounds and other products for patients, filling gaps in care. Since 2017, she has grown to acquire ownership in 2 other pharmacies and has become involved locally with the Mustang Chamber of Commerce and as an officer in District 5 of the Oklahoma Pharmacists Association, of which she is the current vice president. She joined the profession due to her love for patient interaction and stayed because she loved every aspect of pharmacy. She hopes pharmacy fosters an environment showcasing the value of independent pharmacists in improving the health of patients and their communities. Dr. Chris Antipas is president of Estes South Hills Pharmacy in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Chris advocates with legislators and State Department officials, engages with his local health plans and managed care organizations, and also works directly with larger self-funded employers that ultimately decide the fate of countless patients. Due to his passion and constant focus on how plan-level decisions impact patients, he has been invited to serve on the P&T committees for several organizations, including that of the Pennsylvania Department of Human Services. He currently serves as both a luminary and board member for the Pennsylvania Pharmacist Care Network, serves on the board of the Pennsylvania Pharmacist Association, is also a luminary for CPESN USA, and is a regional advisor for Value Drug Company, as well as a member on the advisory board for Prescribe Wellness. He first knew he wanted to be a pharmacist when he was in 3rd grade. He enjoys serving others and making an impact on their lives. He sees pharmacists in the future fully responsible for drug therapy management, examining clinical, economical, and social factors to help patients achieve clinical outcomes. Dr. David Cole is pharmacist and business development leader at Coles RX in Omaha, Nebraska. Coles RX has developed into a one-stop shop for medical care where patients get experienced, caring service for medication dispensing, health education, demonstrations, and trusted advice on medical equipment and supplies. In 2008, Coles RX began offering continuing education to hundreds of licensed healthcare specialists each year, responding to a need David saw in the community to engage physical, occupational, and respiratory therapists and social workers. He has also helped redesign company marketing activities, the billing department, and restructuring tasks for individuals to improve the quality of service to patients and make operations more efficient. He joined the pharmacy profession to positively impact society and sees the future of pharmacists as more clinically based and more fairly compensated based on level of experience.
The 2020 Entrepreneur honorees are Selma Alamy and David Cole. The Entrepreneur Award goes to Chris Sandypass.
Wow, this is a very humbling honor. I'm shocked. Thank you so much. This is tremendous. I have to start by thanking God for the tremendous blessings that He has given me and my family. The opportunity to be a pharmacist in this profession, I view it as a blessing, and so I'm grateful for that. I also would like to thank Bruce Neeland, who's my good friend and colleague. I want to thank him for his confidence for nominating me. It certainly means very much to me to have this award and honor. I want to thank the Pharmacy Times and the nominating, the awards committee, all of those involved. Thank you so much for your support. I'd like to congratulate David and Selma for your nomination as well. It's tremendous just to be in your class, and I look forward to continuing to following you and your great work. I know I don't have much time. I'd probably get yanked off the stage if this were live. So many people to thank. Forgive me if I don't mention your name, but thank you to all of those that have been involved in my career and in my life. My wife, Shannon, for putting up with me, raising our beautiful children, Anastasia, Isadora, and Elias. My parents, Kim and Gabe, for their support, as well as my siblings. My partners, Dan Asti, Jen Asti, and my father, Gabe, they allow me to do the things that I want to do to be successful, to help our businesses. My management team, Amy Wilhelm, Samantha Pizzarella, couldn't do what I do without you. Not to mention my colleagues at Valeda, Janice, Henderson Brothers, Tom Grealish, Beth Essie. You all are a major part of my success. Thank you all. This is a tremendous honor. Thank you so much, and I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your evening.
Congratulations, Chris. Presenting the 2020 Future Pharmacist Award is Claire Levine, Senior Manager, Strategic Customer Marketing at BD Medical Diabetes Care. We thank BD for their support of the Future Pharmacist Award for the last several years.
Hi, I'm Claire Levine, and I'm really happy to be a part of this awards event. It's one that's near and dear to my heart, and I really feel honored and humbled to be able to be a part of this awards ceremony. On behalf of everyone at BD, I'd like to congratulate all of the Future Pharmacist finalists. BD is committed to honoring the next generation of future pharmacist leaders, and I'm especially proud to have the opportunity to present the Future Pharmacist of the Year award. Let's meet the future finalists.
The Future Pharmacist Award recognizes student pharmacists who have shown spirit and passion for the profession through academic achievement, advocacy on behalf of the industry or patients, technology, innovation, or civic leadership. Savannah Cunningham is at Mercer University College of Pharmacy in Atlanta, Georgia. Savannah is student president of the 2022 class at Mercer University, Mercer APHA ASP president-elect, Mercer NCPA secretary, GPHA Student Leadership Board Executive Director, Kappa Epsilon historian, and participates on Mercer University Pharmacy Ambassador Leadership Team. Throughout her time in pharmacy school, she has been very much involved in NCPA, working at a chapter, state, and national level to advocate for the needs of community pharmacists and the patients they serve. She has aimed to instill an appreciation in fellow student pharmacists for the important role community pharmacists fill and a passion for advocating the profession to more fully fulfill that role through events like Policy on Tap, visits to local community pharmacies, and service learning events. Through foreign and local medical missions, she realized the immense need for healthcare across the globe, inspiring her career path, and hopes pharmacists receive provider status to more effectively care for patients. Kate Norville is a student at Union University College of Pharmacy in Jackson, Tennessee. For the past several years, Kate has worked extra shifts and extended hours when needed to ensure patients receive optimal care, and volunteered to serve overnight shifts during the COVID-19 outbreak to help ease the work burden placed on others and ensure proper care for all patients. She has spearheaded 2 academic research projects evaluating alternative methods of incorporating active learning strategies to didactic pharmacy school education and successfully applied for grant funding for a project evaluating high-fidelity cancer clinic simulations. As an APHA-ASP chapter president, she orchestrated the application that resulted in Union University winning the prestigious National Chapter Award for Innovative Programming. Throughout her career, Kate aspires to broaden and deepen the clinical responsibility and independence of pharmacists. Dr. Angelina Raymond is a graduate of Rosalind Franklin University of Medicine and Science School of Pharmacy and a pharmacy resident at Rush Medical Center in Chicago, Illinois. Angelina was recently awarded the Excellence in Pharmacy Award, which recognizes a strong performance with high personal motivation and unique ability to communicate drug information and patient education. She's also the recipient of the Professionalism and Outstanding Conduct Award for her professionalism and outstanding conduct throughout the academic school year and clinical rotations. In addition, she is part of the Roshai Academic Honor Society. Angelina also serves as a mentor and host for prospective pharmacy students and volunteers her time to help answer questions about the application process and curriculum. She is passionate about educating patients, caregivers, and healthcare professionals about medications and healthy lifestyles, and believes that true success and happiness is doing what you love.
This year's Future Pharmacist honorees are Savannah Cunningham and Kate Norville. Congratulations. The Future Pharmacist Award goes to Angelina Raimondi. Congratulations.
Being a finalist for this prestigious award as a new practitioner has been the most humbling experience, but winning this award exponentially puts things into perspective for me. I'd like to start by thanking Pharmacy Times and Parata Systems for awarding me this amazing title. I'd also like to thank Dr. Eris Tokuchi for nominating me, who has been my mentor for the past 3 years, Drs. Jamie Dillig and Brian Harad for supporting my nomination, my professors at Rosalind Franklin University of Medicine and Science for instilling professionalism and passion for this profession within me, my colleagues, family, friends, and fiance for their undying support throughout the rigors of accomplishing my dreams. I truly would not be as happy and as accomplished as I feel today without all of these important people in my life. I will remember this feeling of utter accomplishment throughout my career and use it as motivation to continue advocating for this profession of pharmacy, which I love and care about so much, and most importantly, towards advocating for my patients. Thank you so much again.
Our next category is the Technician Award. One of the things we hear from finalists year after year across categories is the importance of a strong pharmacy team. Pharmacy technicians are an essential part of this team. As techs continue to expand their roles and practice at the top of their licenses, shining examples of leadership, service, and drive emerge. We are honored that National Healthcare Association sponsored this category this year. I would like to introduce Jessica Langley, Executive Director of Education and Advocacy at NHA.
Congratulations to all the pharmacy technician finalists. At NHA, we recognize that pharmacy technicians are vital members of the pharmacy team, and we look forward to the future where technicians continue to take on enhanced roles and responsibilities. The National Health Career Association has awarded over 1 million certifications to frontline healthcare professionals, including pharmacy technicians. We continuously work to advocate for the professions we serve, as it's an important part of our mission to empower people to access a better future. Most recently, NHA has spearheaded a collaborative effort in partnership with other pharmacy leaders to create the Coalition for the Advancement of Pharmacy Technician Practice. The focus of the coalition is to bring pharmacy technician organizations and associations together to support the efforts of advancing pharmacy technicians during the current health crisis and beyond. We encourage other pharmacy stakeholders and technicians themselves to join in, speak out, have a voice, and pledge their support for the technician workforce at farmtechcoalition.com. Now let's continue to celebrate, recognize, and meet the 2020 Next Gen Pharmacy Technician finalist.
The Technician Award recognizes certified pharmacy technicians who demonstrate the highest professional standards of patient care and perform reliably as valued members of the pharmacy team. Stephanie P. Pomeroy is a pharmacy technician specialist at UNC Rex Healthcare in Raleigh, North Carolina. Stephanie continues to push department, hospital, and health system leadership to improve the outpatient pharmacy and meds-to-bed services for patients across the state of North Carolina. She is constantly looking for and suggesting improvements to processes, whether it be technology solutions or in policies, procedures, and training. She is the key resource in the department for developing training materials for technicians, pharmacists, volunteers, students, and interns. She was first inspired to enter the profession through her part-time job in college, where she found a pharmacist who made clear the individual efforts of each pharmacy team member make a difference for patients. She would like to see pharmacy become more integrated into patient care with the goal of improving health literacy and patient outcomes through counseling and better medication management. Melanie Grace Sarabia is clinical pharmacy technician at Memorial Care Medical Foundation in Long Beach, California. Melanie is part of a collaborative diabetes team in which she works closely with pharmacists, dietitians, and social workers to help provide care while providing a calming and caring presence on the phone, speaking with patients as often the first voice patients hear when beginning with the collaborative diabetes program. During the difficult time of COVID-19, she was an integral part of the transition to telemedicine for the diabetes multidisciplinary team, coordinating with multiple providers in different geographic locations to simultaneously interact and continue to manage patient outcomes remotely. She always knew she wanted to be in the medical field and found direct patient care incredibly rewarding. In the future, she hopes the pharmacy profession is recognized by the public for all the patient care services they provide outside of medication dispensing. Stephen Trevino is Director of Operations and co-owner of Creative Care Pharmacy, Mustang Drug, Friday Harbor Drug, and Hutton Pharmacy near Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Stephen currently serves as Director of Operations and is responsible for all technician training, while also playing a large role in developing workflow, standardizing compounding procedures, and shaping the customer experience. Through his hard work and determination, he has become an expert in all functions, including compounding, filling, data entry, third-party adjudication, inventory management, and customer service. Whether it is improvising the formula of a compound to make it less sticky, troubleshooting a patient's insurance, or any number of other tasks he has done for the past 10 years, he is always searching for ways to improve himself and the stores to provide better service. He was most inspired by the profession through opening Creative Care Pharmacy and realizing how impactful pharmacy is to his patients. His vision for the pharmacy profession is expanding the role of the pharmacy technician by offering specialized pathways to further their education.
The 2020 technician honorees are Melanie Grace Sarabia and Stephen Trevino. Congratulations. And this year's technician award goes to Stephanie Pomeroy.
Just being nominated in and of itself is an honor, but to be named the recipient of this award is absolutely amazing. With everything going on these days, this is definitely going to be a highlight for me in 2020. I do have some fabulous coworkers who took the time to put my name in for this award, and I'm so very grateful for their support. While I'd like to thank everyone by name, I have had two amazing pharmacy managers that have been most influential in my career and have taught me so much. So to Mary Ann and Julie, thank you. To my Rex Pharmacy of Raleigh family and the groups that support us in our efforts to help our patients, we are one great team. We are making a difference, and I'm proud to be bringing home this award to UNC Rex. Thank you.
Congratulations, Stephanie. I'd now like to introduce Chris Creamer, Senior Director, Specialty Pharmacy Operations at Walgreens. We also thank Walgreens for their continued support of the Next Generation Pharmacist Awards.
Good evening. Walgreens is committed to empowering pharmacists to help patients improve their health. We're honored to sponsor the 2020 Specialty Pharmacist category, recognizing pharmacists who deliver care for chronic, rare, and complex conditions. Walgreens is passionate about providing high-touch specialty care to patient populations that need it the most. This category is important as the nominated pharmacists go above and beyond every day to meet the needs of the critical patient population, including the many challenges they face beyond the medication they're taking. The specialty pharmacist is a true example of practicing the profession of pharmacy at the top of their license and helping patients achieve the best outcome possible. I want to say a special thank you to all the specialty pharmacists working passionately to provide empathy and care for our patients. Thank you. Let's meet the 2020 Specialty Pharmacist finalists.
The Specialty Pharmacist Award honors pharmacists who provide specialty services and disease management for patients who are being treated with high-touch, high-cost specialty medications. Dr. Michael W. Crow is the community-based specialty pharmacy manager at Walgreens in Flint, Michigan. In his decade of practicing specialty pharmacy, Michael has continuously incorporated the highest professional standards into the care of his patients. His pharmacy has achieved a Net Promoter Score of 100% continuously since opening, owing to all of his patients completing satisfaction surveys and rating his pharmacy's service and care with the highest level of satisfaction. Today, Michael manages a community-based specialty pharmacy with Walgreens, where his goal is to help patients access, afford, and achieve better outcomes on their specialty medications. His love for science steered him toward the pharmacy profession, and in the future, he hopes healthcare professionals and the greater public recognize pharmacists as an integral part of the healthcare team. Dr. Kiana Oleru is Manager of Clinical Operations at Biomatrix Specialty Pharmacy in Plantation, Florida. Kiana has been her pharmacy's point person in supporting several pharmaceutical manufacturers' pharmacovigilance programs, which include adverse event, product compliant, and medical information request report reconciliations that resulted in manufacturers having a high level of trust in her and the practice. Her leadership of numerous CQI teams contributed to the growth of the pharmacy's practice sophistication, including its industry-recognized focus on patient-centered care. She also contributed to and co-authored 8 peer-reviewed abstracts and posters presented at ISPOR, NSAP, and AMCP. She believes serving others is a source of all that is good in the world. In pharmacy, she can serve professionally, whereas in specialty, she can be an ongoing presence for her patients. In the future, she hopes to see a healthcare system that calls more attention to resources and developing treatments for patients with rare diseases, and a care team with pharmacists at each stage of the patient journey. Dr. Derek Phillips is Manager of Community-Based Specialty at Walgreens in Atlanta, Georgia. Derek makes it a point to reach out to as many patients as possible at the hospital and see where his team can improve their experience. He coaches his team to offer additional services to patients, such as digitalization and express pay to improve patient adherence with their medications. During the COVID-19 pandemic, to ensure all patients continued to get their medication before they were discharged from the hospital, he introduced a curbside delivery program at his site, which allowed patients to go home with their medications in hand, instead of making them go to retail pharmacies and exposing themselves to the virus. He was first inspired to enter the profession after he was prescribed an expensive medication that required interaction with his community pharmacist, with whom he developed a rapport. That relationship led him to have an interest in pharmacy as a career choice. His vision for pharmacy is to play a vital role in expanding patient services.
The 2020 Specialty Pharmacy honorees are Michael Crow and Derek Phillips. Congratulations. And the Specialty Pharmacist Award goes to Kiana Oleru.
Good evening. Thank you, Pharmacy Times and Parata Systems, for this special award. 2020 has been an interesting year for many reasons, so I'm honored that you have still provided this platform for recognition and the opportunity to allow me to join a group of talented nominees this year. I would like to acknowledge my Director of Pharmacy who nominated me, and the leaders of our company, Biomatrix Specialty Pharmacy, for supporting the nomination. Serving patients with chronic and rare diseases has been a pleasure of mine. I get to reach patients not only across the United States, but internationally. I get to work with a great team of pharmacists, technicians, support staff, and nurses to reach our patients. And together we have conducted research and created patient engagement programs that has really made a difference in patients' lives. We have even seen it with positive reported outcomes. So I graciously accept this award to share with my team, my company, and most importantly, our patients who have trusted us to provide them with the education and support they deserve. Thank you.
Congratulations, Kiana. Our final category for the evening is the Lifetime Leadership category.
The Lifetime Leadership Award celebrates pharmacists who have made significant contributions to the pharmacy industry, such as improving the quality and delivery of patient care and expanding pharmacists' roles on the healthcare team. Rear Admiral Ty Bingham is Chief Pharmacist Officer at U.S. Public Health Service, Federal Bureau of Prisons in Safford, Arizona. Ty currently serves as the Chief Professional Officer for the Pharmacist category of the U.S. Public Health Service and as the Federal Bureau of Prisons Chief of Clinical Pharmacy Program. In his role, Ty advises the U.S. Surgeon General on issues affecting the pharmacy profession and leads over 1,200 pharmacist officers. Under his guidance, the Federal Bureau of Prisons was awarded the 2018 American Pharmacist Association Pinnacle Award for significant contributions to the medication use process. He first was inspired to join the pharmacy profession by his uncle and great-grandfather, who were both pharmacists, admiring the caring and trusting relationships they had with their patients, and he hopes to see pharmacists as medication prescribers in the future. Dr. Karen L. Keir is professor of pharmacy practice at Ohio Northern University in Ada, Ohio. In addition to being an author and editor for the McGraw-Hill textbook Drug Information, a guide for pharmacists, Karen has developed and precepted a PGY2 residency in drug information and has served as an AHSP PGY1 residency preceptor for 28 years and has developed an innovative curriculum related to drug information for 32 years at Ohio Northern University. Her innovation strategies have helped over 3,000 students develop excellent drug information, drug literature evaluation, evidence-based medicine, and biostatistics skills for future practice and residency training. She first was inspired to enter pharmacy as a drug information intern, where she combined evidence-based medicine with public health to make a real impact on the profession. Her vision for pharmacy is to be recognized as healthcare practitioners with unique skills in medication therapy to improve patients' lives through appropriate certifications. Dave Olig is owner of Prescription Center Pharmacy Incorporated in Fargo, North Dakota. Dave has been a major force in the independent pharmacy profession in North Dakota, helping start a statewide network of pharmacies as part of the About the Patient program, and has also been active at the national level throughout his career through NCPA and other national organizations. He won the National Preceptor of the Year in 2005 from NCPA and has been honored with every major award from the North Dakota Pharmacy Association, while providing an enduring voice for independent pharmacy and the pharmacy profession as a whole. In addition to mentoring many students who graduated to store ownership, he has also influenced legislation by testifying before legislative committees and meeting with U.S. Congress members about pharmacy issues. He was first inspired to join the profession by his father, who was incredibly patient-focused. In the future, he sees pharmacy continuing to move forward with patient-based care.
The Lifetime Leadership 2020 honorees are Ty Bingham and David Olick. Congratulations. The Lifetime Leadership Award goes to Karen Kier.
Thank you very much. This is a wonderful honor, and I'm very pleased to be among some of the best of the best. Congratulations to everyone who has been nominated and has won. I want to thank my ONU HealthWise team and my colleagues at Ohio Northern University who support me in all of the ventures that I do and in helping to be innovative and create. I've been fortunate enough to be able to follow my passion in pharmacy, and that I hope that everyone is able to also find their passion, what they excel in, and move our profession forward. It's always nice to be around people who are innovative, creative, and really are strongly passionate about improving our profession, improving patient outcomes, and making a difference in our profession. Thank you very much. And again, I continue to hope to be innovative and improve and still fight for our cognitive services as pharmacists and helping patients improve outcomes. Thank you.
Congratulations, Karen. And congratulations to all the honorees and winners tonight. But we're not done. Each year, one pharmacist category winner is selected to be named the Next Generation Pharmacist. This winner will be in very good company among the previous recipients. It's time to announce the 2020 Next Generation Pharmacist. This award is presented to one individual from among our pharmacist category winners. It is the highest award of the program and tonight's top honor. This pharmacist is someone who truly exemplifies the next generation of pharmacy.
Thanks, Rob. Congratulations to all of our finalists and winners this evening. Each one of you is an example of how pharmacy professionals practice at the highest levels of their roles and continue to drive this industry forward. As we compiled your profiles to be included in the September issue of Pharmacy Times, we were amazed by the work and your accomplishments. You truly are an incredible group. Each year, a select group of judges evaluates the winners of the pharmacist categories. They choose one pharmacist to receive the program's top honor, the Next Generation Pharmacist Award. The person chosen exemplifies the future of pharmacy by his or her uncompromising vision for pharmacy or practice or the industry overall. The Next Generation Pharmacist is featured on the cover of the October issue of Pharmacy Times. You'll be receiving your own copy later this month. To present this year's Next Generation Pharmacist Award, I'd like to invite last year's winner to announce this year's winner. Dan Fuchs was 2019's Entrepreneur and Overall winner. An owner and pharmacist at Dick's Pharmacy and Fuchs Family Pharmacies, Dan also served as a judge for this year's awards. Please welcome Dan to tonight's program.
Thank you, John. It's great to be here tonight and an honor to present the award to tonight's winner. This year's Next Generation Award winner exemplifies the determination, patient focus, the inventiveness, and inspires others to join the profession. Creating a new program to serve the underserved, the winner has garnered national attention and has set the standard for treatment programs, expanding to 33 facilities across Massachusetts. The winner's innovation inspired the first advanced pharmacy practice experience in addiction medicine in residential settings, which is now a highly sought after behavioral health training. The person selected as the 2020 Next Generation Pharmacist works to increase access to care and promote safe medication while ensuring access to life-saving naloxone in the community. Our winner is so driven to help others through pharmacy that each barrier-provided care was met with a leap in the advancement of the profession. Establishing the first organization to bring medication therapy management services to patients struggling with housing, substance abuse, and mental illness. This year's winner continues to reimagine pharmacy and inspire others to join her. And now, Allison Burns is the next 2020 Next-Generation Pharmacist. Congratulations, and I look forward to presenting this award to you in person in 2021.
I'd like to thank my fellow nominees. It's incredibly honoring to be within your company. I'm truly honored and humbled. If you told me 4 years ago that EMO Health would be in 33 facilities in Massachusetts and that we would be receiving students from all over North America just to come and learn what we do and see how we are innovating within the field of pharmacy, I would probably told you you're crazy. So I'd like to also dedicate this award to the patients, the hundreds of patients that we've seen in the last 4 years, and also all of them who many have waited months to even be part of the program. I care for patients who have severe substance use disorders and mental health disorders, including pregnant and postpartum women. So I'd like to tell them that we are all in recovery from something and that you should never, never give up. Thank you.
Thank you all for joining us this evening to celebrate a decade of leadership, community, and excellence, the 2020 Next Generation Pharmacist Awards. One downside of the virtual awards ceremony is we can't invite our winners to the stage for photos or offer an opportunity for all of you to continue to enjoy the evening with each other. We'll have to save that for next year. Until then, be safe and stay healthy. Good night.